So, PlayStation 5 Pro official announcement is close, more Xbox games coming to PlayStation 5, and the Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake previews are great. Those are the stories we're going to cover today, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. First, yes or no, did you ever have an Xbox 360 or not? As we continue to talk about more Xbox games coming to PlayStation, I'm curious how many of you have had a 360, which pretty much was Xbox's best era to this day. It's still their best console. So comment below, yes or no, if you've ever had an Xbox 360 or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, MGS3 Remake previews are great. So previews for Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta have gone out this morning, and things are looking pretty good so far for this remake. Now, I've never been a real big fan of Metal Gear Solid, but I've wanted to get into the franchise before, and I tried with Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots, and MGS Delta might actually be that solid start for me. Looking into two previews from this morning, the first one we'll go over is from Push Square. They state that Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is a one-to-one remake of the 2004 classic, maintaining the original voice lines and gameplay while receiving a significant visual overhaul for the PlayStation 5. The remake is highly faithful to the original, with a few surprises, focusing on enhanced PlayStation 5 level graphics using Unreal Engine 5. New features include a modernized control scheme, quicker item management, and quality of life updates such as a compass for easier navigation. While the new controls are more intuitive for modern players, the original control scheme remains an option. So this sounds like a solid remake from what we're hearing here, exactly what's needed. Modernizing controls, things here and there. They also give you the option to play in the old style, and you can already obviously see the visual overhaul from the trailers, so we didn't really need them to state that. You can see how good the game looks, but it's nice obviously to hear that from a full gameplay session that they got. Looking at VGC's preview, I'm not going to go through the whole thing because they kind of say a lot of similar things to what's stated via Push Square, but in terms of what VGC went through, they state the remake updates the controls to feel more like Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, improving movement and item management for a more modern gaming experience. So Push Square said something similar, but here they mention a game directly, Metal Gear Solid 5. So from this, you can get a better understanding of how this game will play, obviously, if you played MGS5. The game features significant graphical improvements with denser environments and higher fidelity character models. While the game includes a content warning for potentially outdated material, the original story and plot remain unchanged out of respect for the original creator's vision, obviously Hideo Kojima. So the game is staying very much true to the original in story and overall vision, with updates to visuals and gameplay. This sounds like a solid remake to me, exactly what I would want as somebody who hasn't played the original. I want to play what people felt back then, but, you know, with a more modern layer to it to make it easier and more enjoyable to play nowadays. Apparently, we should be hearing about this game's release date later this year, so it's looking like a 2025 game. And if you're enjoying the video so far, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community on our way to 150,000 subscribers.
Real one-man army.
Now, diving into the second story of the video, more Xbox games are coming to PlayStation. Reading from Video Gamer, Xbox boss Phil Spencer wants fans to know that more exclusive games will be coming to PlayStation 5 and other platforms. Following the announcement of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle on PlayStation 5, Spencer warned fans that other Xbox games will also be coming to PlayStation consoles. Spencer explained that the changing games industry means that more Xbox games will undoubtedly make their way to PS5, while Xbox gamers will receive new games first, as well as being added to Game Pass. Games will come to Sony's console shortly afterwards. Going to the PlayStation announcement, obviously, last spring we launched 4 games, 2 of them on the Switch, 4 of them on PlayStation. Spencer said at Gamescom, we said we were going to learn. I think at that showcase, I might have said that from our learning, we're going to do more. So the article continues to mention Phil Spencer mentioning the pressure they have from Microsoft after their big acquisitions. And of course, all of that makes sense. They're a business at the end of the day. They have to make money. This isn't La La Land, so they spent so much money and they're not making that type of money from their original first party, so they have to push these games out to other platforms. And like I said before, I'm fine with games from Bethesda and Activision coming to PlayStation 5 or Nintendo. That was the case before, since of course they were major third-party developers. But again, they should keep those internal games like Halo and Gears as exclusives, since those are staples of the Xbox brand. Unlike something like Call of Duty or Indiana Jones or Doom, those are not Xbox staples like Halo or Gears or Forza. But at this point, who's to say something like Gears of War E-Day won't come to the PlayStation 5, which would be crazy to see. But of course, let's see how this goes. But you guys let me know what Xbox games you want to come to the PlayStation 5. Let me know down in the comments below. And now diving into the final story of the video, the PlayStation 5 Pro official announcement is close and it is set to handle Unreal Engine 5 better. So this information comes from website WCCF Tech, which I've seen circulate across multiple websites throughout the weekend and even this morning. Reading from them, without even being prodded by me at all, a developer that I won't name openly said that they have received the specs of the PlayStation 5 Pro and were confident that Unreal Engine 5 would run much better on the new hardware compared to the regular PlayStation 5. Moreover, the studio I heard it from is not at all a big one, which makes it clear that the hardware's specifications and details are already in the hands of a large number of game makers. As such, it is reasonable to assume an official announcement is near. Looking at the PlayStation 4 Pro, the console was announced on September 7th, 2016 and subsequently launched on November 10th. The same could happen again, as suggested by an industry analyst in late July. So I want to make two distinctions here. One is that they heard from a developer about PlayStation 5 Pro specs, which is something multiple people have gotten at this point, like Moore's Law is Dead on YouTube, Tom Warren from The Verge, Digital Foundry, etc. And two, they're guessing at the PlayStation 5 Pro announcement being announced soon based off the PlayStation 5 Pro's announcement, which if it goes down the same way, it could happen next week. Looking back recently, I noticed that Sony confirmed the PlayStation 4 Pro meeting event about a month from when it was set to go live. So they confirmed it in August and it went live in early September. But again, that's 2016 Sony and they're not like that anymore. But I'm wondering when they will actually announce it. The PlayStation 5 Reveal event was announced a week before it was set to go live. So again, it's a different Sony we're dealing with now than we had back then. I'm expecting something similar to the PlayStation 5 Reveal event where they announce it a week before it's set to go live. And I would be shocked if Sony actually does a PlayStation blog and then that's it. I think they actually want to have a meeting. Mark Cerny discusses the console, tells us why this thing is something that people should get, why the performance is important, stuff like that. So I'm assuming they're going to announce the event a week before it actually happens. And hopefully we have some first party games at the event as well. Of course, let's see what we get this week. But you guys let me know if you think the PlayStation 5 Pro will be announced next week or later in the month. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is a part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is the body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with Bring On the Pro. I'm excited to finally just see this thing, see what it's all about, and hopefully get my pre-order in and rest easy that I know I have one ready for launch day. So if you're excited for the same thing, destroy the comment section with Bring On the Pro, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.